Back for the next part. We're almost to the sanctuary. We just have to go through the sewer area. And to quote from everybody, sewer areas in video games always suck. Because they're full of rats and bats and other such stupid shit. Although I really have to say, this really does not look like a sewer at all. Hooray for hardware limitations. It's just a castle area with water.
No, the dungeon that shows up later, the water dungeon, that looks like a sewer.
Yeah, it has the graphics for it, I guess. It's also one of the most annoying dungeons in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not that annoying. The water temple in Link to the Ocarina of Time is worse.
I think everybody will vouch for you with that one.
Although I never found that dungeon to be that... then again, it's been years. Maybe I don't remember it exactly right. I remember having more trouble with Jabu Jabu's belly, though.
That's because that dungeon is a pain in the ass for the first time through. I hated that dungeon too.
And the Shadow Temple, because I couldn't figure out how to get over the gap at the very end.
The funny thing about the whole inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly is that place is ridiculously simple if you know what to do. But if you don't know what to do, you can wander around for hours trying to figure it out. I remember, because I did.
Yeah, so did I.
And oh, that's not even half as bad as the inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly level that's in freaking Master Quest. Apparently that was even worse. And here's a puzzle that would have been better if it was in 3D.
No, it would have been better if they don't blatantly tell you which switch to pull.
Anyway,
Zelda says to press A to pull the switch. If you go to the other one, she doesn't say a dang thing, so...
So you know it's kind of a trap. Yeah. And if you pull the wrong switch, they just drop a ton of ropes on you. And ominous music.
Oh yeah, it is a ton of ropes. And there's the old man.
With the ominous music. The seal of the wise men will open. Why would you blatantly say that to the people that you're trying to banish?
You can do it!
Destroy the wizard, because you can't say kill in a Nintendo game. At least back then you couldn't. Oh. The only weapon to defeat the wizard is the potent and legendary Master Sword! I will not say sword, because that's Josh Jepson's thing. The castle guards will be looking for you now. Of course they will.
Do you understand?
Not at all. Let's listen to this again. Anyway, over here you get your very first piece of heart. Actually, no, that's a heart container.
Yep.
Piece of hearts come later. And now we begin the game with the triumphant overworld theme.
Yeah, magically it's daytime again.
I will not do that.
And yes, now the dang guards are all over the overworld looking for you.
I don't know why they're looking for you. You know, you would think you just walked out of the sanctuary. Don't you think the guards would look there first? That just dawned on me.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me of something that I did a while back in the GBA version. Did you know it's actually possible to do this game in reverse?
It would surprise me.
You see, unlike later Legend of Zelda games like Ocarina of Time where they prevent sequence breaking, in this game it's entirely possible to go into the dungeons, get the dungeon item, exit the dungeon, and then go to the next one with no problems. And yeah, we apparently wanted a criminal.
That is a terrible picture of Link.
He doesn't have any eyes in that picture. It's interesting to note, though, that you can only do the Dark World dungeons in reverse. The Light World dungeons don't allow sequence breaking. Because you need the Pegasus shoes to open up Dungeon 2, and you can't get those until you beat Dungeon 1.
And you can't get into Dungeon 3 without the Power Glove, which is in Dungeon 2.
Yeah, but you can get the Power Gloves and then exit Dungeon 2, but the old man who takes you to the top of Death Mountain doesn't appear there. And since you can't get back from the Dark World without it, you can get trapped. So they thought ahead for sequence breaking. You can't really do it. By the way, I forgot the Womble Wall.
Oh!
We can go back up. It's just a quick second.
Shazbot.
Although in the Ocarina of Time version, I got a question to the game developers why there's a well populated by the undead in the middle of town. Your answer is as good as mine. And you get a piece of heart. There are a ton of those in the game. I don't remember exactly how many. Oh, it's easy math, but I don't feel like doing it because I hate math sometimes. Anyway, what we're probably going to want to do now is stock up on bombs. which there is an easy way to do that.
Actually, I was going to head into here.
Oh yeah,
There's a couple of things we can grab in the Lost Woods while we're here.
Yep, including the magic mushroom. Totally not a drug reference. Anyway, interesting thing to note here. This song, the Lost Woods theme, only plays until you get the Master Sword, and it has a melody that is very, very similar to Sari's theme.
Oh yeah, watch out for those jerks.
And there's the thief group in this place. I believe, I don't know who the hell they're supposed to be, they're just the thief gang. It wouldn't surprise me if they eventually became the Gerudos in Ocarina of Time, but I highly doubt it, because this group's entirely male. And they just bump into you and steal your shit.
Yeah, there's the magic mushroom.
Yep. Don't eat the mushroom. So, who do you think would want a mushroom? Well, I can guess, but we haven't met those characters yet, so we won't talk about it. Interesting thing, you can actually walk through some of the trees in this place, and
there's the secret thief hideout, and
there's a secret entrance to it, which gets you another piece of heart. That would be your second one, and that is the only thing in here. Although, if you talk to the guy in here, I believe he tells you about his fellow members in the desert. Yeah. The ex-member, I believe, will give you a secret if you talk to him. Anyway, aside from that, there is one more thing you can find in the Lost Woods, but it's optional and not very good. The only other thing you can find in the Lost Woods, there's another hidden thief place near the Lumberjack's place, and it's a money-making game from the original Legend of Zelda. Not really worth trying. And you can't win anything from it, so it's completely pointless. And yeah, that's the fortune teller shop.
Yeah, you talk to them if you have no idea what you're doing.
Anyway, there are a lot of things you can get in Kakariko Village, including 2 free bottle upgrades, a couple of pieces of heart. Actually, it might just be 1. Actually, no, there's 2, because there's the one in the well, too.
There seem to be a lot of those in this game.
What, thieves?
Thieves' hideouts.
Anyway, what he said there was actually kind of important.
Yeah, it comes in later.
Anyway, this puzzle can actually be solved... Oh, great.
And I blew it.
So after close encounters of the dog kind, we're back.
As I said, I screwed this up.
Yeah, but hey. Oh, great. Either way, this puzzle is somewhat on the annoying side, but it's not insanely difficult to figure out. Even if you do it wrong the first time, though, you don't actually have to do this perfectly the first time. What you're supposed to do is that the first time, and then you just push the other block up.
Yep.
And to the left, and you can get all of them in one shot. Anyway, as you probably noticed, we're getting very low on bombs. So the next best thing would probably be to restock at them, which conveniently Kakariko Village does have a place where you can do that. Along with restock on arrows and various other things. And here's another piece of heart. We now already have 3. It's very easy to have 5 hearts before you go into the Eastern Palace. There's a very specific way you have to do it, though. And I'm trying to remember where all the hearts are. Oh, I remember, the 15-second race. Yeah, you talk to this guy, he'll sell you one of his bottles, and it's for $100. Which, luckily, we have 200. Anyway, the bottles can hold anything from fairies to bees to various other hijinks. And over...
You can't catch this guy until you have the Pegasus shoes.
And once you do, he just says a ridiculous line. Anyway, in here, if you liked paying 100 rupees for this one, you'll like it even better because you can get this one for nothing!
Yeah, but you have to pay $100 eventually. Unless you want to not have all 4 bottles.
Which, by the way, will also appear in Ocarina of Time. Although you probably won't bother getting all of them because a couple of them are stupid to get.
And then once you have a bottle, this kid gives you the bug-catching net, which is actually more useful than it sounds.
Very useful, actually. Oh, speaking of which, I have to show you an Easter egg here in Kakariko Village I didn't know about. You know the house to your right that has the yellow, the woman in the yellow dress who calls the guards?
Oh, yeah, you mean...
Avoid her and go into the house. Alright, now you see that picture of Mario? Walk up to it, press A, and pull. That's kind of clever.
Mario always gives you money.
Yeah, but not you can only do it once. I think you can come back in and he'll give you green rupees, but after that he doesn't give you anything. So it's not worth it. Anyway, if you walk up to one of the girls prancing back and forth, they'll call the guards. And it's a very annoying guard. Either way. In here...
Well, that becomes important later.
Interesting
and
to know.
Then this guy drops you a important tip.
Well, not really important, but interesting. You can actually do that later on. It costs you a lot of money, but it's possible to get your bombs and arrows upgraded to 70 and 50.
They're talking about
the waterfall.
The secret. Yeah.
I know.
Which once I get the flippers and you can swim, I'll show you what that is.
Anyway, if you wanted to get refills of bombs, arrows, and various other things, make sure you bomb open this little warehouse down here. There's 2 rats in here, but these things always contain bombs, rupees, and arrows. The middle one never has anything in it. Stupid rat.
I'll die to the rat.
That would be a great thing to die to. Anyway, you can refill your stuff here as much as you want. We might do this, actually. So, either way.
It's important to note that the magic mushroom doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah. There is a funny thing you can find in that house later, but we don't have the item to do it yet. So
now, I'll go to the elder's place.
Yeah, which is where we're supposed to go.
Yeah, where we're supposed to go, but
we just completely ignored it. Because we didn't feel like it. And there's this dancing woman. You know, I could never tell if that white stuff was supposed to be her hair or if it was like a towel on her head or something.
Yeah, I can't tell either.
She looks like she's got like one of those, I don't know what that type of hat. Oh yeah, turban. That's it. It's just really, really strange looking. But then again, it was the SNES. There's a lot of sprites that are strange looking.
Okay, so they don't know where the elder went, but somebody in town should know.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
It's very funny.
That's what she said.
You were the one to crack that that's what she said? Anyway, it's interesting to note that there are apparently 2 of that woman.
If you go and talk to this kid knows where the elder is.
Yeah, he's hiding out at the Eastern Palace.
And since I haven't done this yet, here's the map of Hyrule.
Here is the map. Where do you wish to go?
And you can see the X where the elder is.
If you hadn't come to
on the other side of the country, which are going to be,
but luckily, unlike Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess, the overworld is not so ridiculously large that it takes forever to get anywhere. Anyway,
and technically, this is considered part of Kakariko Village as well.
Yeah, there's the Kakariko Library. We'll come back there later. And here is the house of the 2 brothers who really hate each other.
Yep.
That's pretty over the top. Like, I don't know.
But there's no problem that explosives can't solve, so...
Yeah. You know, if I was really mad at you, I don't think I'd freaking border the freaking way to your room with bricks. That just seems a little ridiculous. I don't think, since it's not possible to get in here beforehand, I actually wonder if the kid actually does have different dialogue. Maybe you can find out with the walkthrough. It's any 15-second race. Now, there's a ridiculously easy way to do this that we didn't know about. There it is.
Hey, you can do the whole race, or you can check this. And you win.
We used to actually go all the way around, and it was just barely possible to do. And you get an extra life piece every time you get 4 pieces of heart. It's really, really hard, but you actually don't have to take that jump. We actually didn't even know that that jump existed until I got the strategy guide for the Game Boy Advance version. Anyway, this place, I believe, is a regular shop. Oh no, it's a treasure chest game. This one doesn't have a piece of heart, though.
Yep.
Basically, you just opened a chest and you got $1 for 20 bucks.
Yeah. Well,
the alternate things you can get are 20 rupees back, so it's a refund, or 50 rupees back, so you make a bit of profit. There are later treasure chest games which are way more valuable, though. Especially the one in the Dark World. If you get good at that one, you can make a huge profit. Hey, over here, remember what the old man in the bar said? OMG, he disappeared.